Hello everyone, welcome into my channel. My name is Jer, J-E-R. My AutoCap keeps spelling it J-A-R-E. I don't know what that's about. So I did a comment on comment video like weeks ago, and I've been saving up some things so I could do it again. And I'm really excited because I liked that last video. And you all liked it too. I got so many positive comments about that. So many people saying they really enjoyed it and how fun it was. So keep commenting on my videos and I can make more things like this if y'all want to see it. Let's get right into it. We have the very first one from Nikki's Addiction saying, what program do you use to edit? Would you recommend it? How much is it? I use two things. I use iMovie occasionally when I'm feeling like kind of a broke bitch and I don't really want to work that hard, but I also use CapCut. This year I did a little investment into my videos and I put in some money to pay for the year subscription so that I could have AutoCap. And that basically just puts in captions for people who are hard of hearing and helps them be able to understand what I'm saying, because I also have a problem where I mumble. And I'm working on that. I'm working on my enunciation and how big I open my mouth. Ayo. CapCut, I think, is totally worth it. There's a desktop version and an iOS version. I don't know about Android. Don't ask me about it. As far as the price, I don't remember what I paid for it. I put it on a credit card and I said I'll pay for that later. Next is from Jez. I love Jez, who says, my husband said they want your armpits, Jer. People probably do want my armpits. I'm thinking about doing a video where I rank like 10 of my favorite armpit photos that I've found on the internet. That's something I'm interested in. But honestly, you're probably right. I don't know what people are into. This one is from Sofia Ruizu Valle. That was my old drag last name, Valle. They say a Mean Girls musical would be amazing. The Plastics, Janice, Damien, Katie, Regina's mom are all great characters. They can Moulin Rouge it. They already do SNL. Probably easier to get Tina Fey's approval. The way I would die if they did a Mean Girls musical on RuPaul's Drag Race. It doesn't have to be a huge cast. It could be really easy to do. You could get Tina Fey as the judge, as the guest judge that week. It's genius. Why is nobody World of Wonder doing this? Someone get them on the phone. Call them right now and be like, hi, hello, is this RuPaul? I have a genius idea for you, and why are you not doing it? God, that's a great idea. I'm obsessed with that idea. We need to make that happen. Besides the fact that Mean Girls is really easy to follow along with, it doesn't have a complex storyline, and there's music in it now that you could easily parody off of. Do exactly what they did for either Moulin Rouge or for Wig Loose, and you'd have magic. Pop Rocks 727 says, you have a lot of opinions. Many of them aren't popular, but you still have them. I do. I'm a very opinionated person. I share my opinions even though nobody asks, because this is my safe space to share my things that comes in my brain. This and my podcast are two places that I just talk. And if people want to listen, they can. If they don't want to, they don't have to. I got them. I'm not changing them. I don't like having opinions that other people share because it feels so like, oh, I'm just kind of going along with the grain, and I spent 30-something years doing what everybody wanted me to do, living the life that I thought people wanted me to have, and having the opinions that I did because I was trying to be congenial and fun and nice and quirky. And now I'm like, you know what? I am me. Ain't nobody gonna dim my light. So I got my opinions and I'm keeping them. Nelson Quay says, I'm so glad I came across your channel because your opinions resonated with me. Totally agreed when you said Rue shouldn't judge any franchise outside USA. Thank you. Looking forward to more of your reviews. Oh, and you're right. Le Grand Dame is the trade of the season. First off, thank you. I really appreciate that. That's very, very, very sweet. Someone would be excited to come across my channel. I don't know. I've been working really hard this year on putting stuff out. So it's cool that people are happy. Also, yeah, about the Rue thing. Rue has a hard enough time judging American drag. And back in the day used to say that things were too regional because something was very Floridian or very Californian or very New Yorker, and has a hard time being objective about things that happen in her own backyard. Rue's references are Joan Crawford, Chaz Bono, Cher. Rue does not understand current pop culture. Rue doesn't understand drag as it exists now, that drag is not what it was 30 years ago when she got in the business. Rue has a very limited scope of what drag is, could be, and should be. And that's already limited here in the US. Then you take that idea and put it into Down Under, where she's judging New Zealand and Australian drag, which is so different. Then going to the UK and inserting her bootleg opinions over there, which don't have anything to do with the culture or the references or the mindset or the sensibility, fashion, culture, the iconography. Rue just sort of spouts off one-liners that Michelle says because Michelle is interested in the UK. This whole thing that Rue keeps doing of "you ain't my mother, yes you are," she thinks that's funny because of the way that Michelle says it, not because she actually knows what the show is that it's referencing. I don't think that Rue has any business judging anything outside the US. As a matter of fact, I don't think that Rue should even be judging the US. But that is a different story for a different day. Thank you for your kind comment. I really do appreciate it. Johnny the Kid says, "Thank you for recognizing Marina's sword work. I thought I was the only one who peaked that. It was giving Joan of Arc meets native Filipino headhunters." I looked back on that video. I rewound watching her twirl that sword so many times, just watching, because it was so beautiful. Anytime people do fancy handwork with something, especially when it comes to twirling weaponry, I don't know what makes my brain go brrr, but it really does. It like loses its mind. I think it's probably because I grew up in a really small town where we had to go to a lot of theatrical things in order to really experience the outside world. And we went to a lot of those like Wild West shootout type things when I was growing up. We went to a lot of those, and seeing people like twirling little fake pistols and stuff just made my brain like go crazy, seeing what people could do with their hands. And now that I think about it, fancy wrist work is also something that I'm very passionate about as an adult. But that's a different story. That's not for YouTube. So I really enjoyed that, and I really hope that Marina wins. And then this very last one is from Jez again, because I love Jez, and I want to talk to her a lot. She says, "Peep the GameCube in the background." You can't see it in this angle, but yeah, I've got GameCube, and I've got like tons of cool things back here that if you keep an eye out, you'll see cool stuff. And don't call me out, I was a Dare kid. Me too. When I was in high school, I actually met some dude who was very closely related to the DARE program. His name was David Toma, and apparently he was like a cop who was really famous for arresting drug people. My parents invited him to come to our school, and he like did a whole like speech and production thing about drugs and how bad it was and blah, blah, blah. I actually just read that DARE was super ineffective and it actually made things worse. Because surprising, when you tell teenagers don't do this, they're going to do it harder because you're telling them not to. They should have just told everybody, do lots of drugs. Do you want drugs? We'll give them to you after school. And everyone would have been like, ew, why do you want me to do drugs? What's wrong with you? That would have been probably more effective. Do research about drugs before you do drugs. Don't just take them because somebody's telling you to do it. Don't not do it because somebody told you not to. Be informed. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please keep leaving comments so that I can do more videos like this because I really want to. Thank you for watching my videos. I do a lot of drag race videos. I do a lot of gaming content. I do a lot of opinion things. There's a lot of stuff to find on this channel. So if you like variety, I'm the bitch that's giving you variety. And check me out on Twitch too. I go live on there and do a lot of gaming stuff. Very out of pocket, very 18 and up. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the flip. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to click that like button. And if you want to see more, hit subscribe. Goodbye.